Alright, hey guys, this is my 2009 Acura TSX. It is on coilovers, and see, this is the K24Z3 engine. So I'm gonna be raising the motor with extended bolts and washers. Right now I have the fuel pump cover, whatever you want to call it, taken off. I have the intake taken off as well, just because I'm gonna do the transmission as well. Since we have this front one, we have that side one, and then transmission obviously, and then one in the way back over here, somewhere back there. So we have those four right now. All right, so I have my jack placed underneath. Single piece of 2x4, and I have it placed right where the engine and transmission connect, right here. I wouldn't recommend placing it on your oil pan, just because then it might cave in. So I decided, since I'm raising transmission anyways, I'm gonna do like right over here. Alright, I am getting this bolt for the side mount. I have two extensions, one baby one, onto a 17mm short socket. It's coming out pretty good. I already broke it loose, and just gotta keep on loosening it right now. After this bolt, I'm gonna get this bolt back here as well. See that one at the bottom left right there? So here, yep, there we go, that one right in the middle. This is the front mount. I have this bolt out already. It was a 14 millimeter. Struggling to get to the rear bolts that you see in the back right there. So I'm gonna take off this top bracket right here. It's just two nuts like this, and just break her loose, and she will start to come out there. I currently have this one on the way out right now. So okay, move the bracket out. Come on. There we go. Okay, this is how the bracket came. You have this one piece hanging off, whatever you want to call it, this secondary bracket, held on by this bolt, this nut, and that nut. That's how it should look. And then we should be able to access our two bolts in the rear, making it just a little easier for us. Okay, here is the transmission mount. I have this bolt out already, out of the three that I'm gonna do, which is this one down here and this one. Alright, here's this bolt, broken loose, two extensions, and still to my breaker bar. Just broke it loose, she's coming out. So alright, we are on to the rear mount, and I just used my impact with that long extension into a 17 millimeter, and I stuck it right here and fit it right through onto that bolt right there. If it'll focus on that one, which is connecting onto the rear mount. You see that left bolt right there, this right bolt that I just got out, and there's one right in the back somewhere. Alright, trying to get the last bolt for the rear engine mount. Right there, that little guy. It's not so little after all. Broke my swivel. Boom. Broke her right in half. I got these two out, but okay, we have the left and the right somewhere right there threaded in. We are missing the front, the back, because it turns out that back bolt was a different style, so it's not actually the same as the first two, which is, this is like the left and right bolt, this was the back bolt. So we ended up getting this bolt, this after Ace Hardware bolt, to replace these left and right ones. But since this one's longer, this won't be of use. So we gotta make another Ace Hardware run, and then that should be it. This is the transmission bolt extended with 10 washers, M10 by 125 right here. This is the bolt to compare, about the same with the washers. And then this is the front mount, same 10 by 125 bolt, with 10 washers as well. I'm trying to make it as even as possible. Here is the bolt side by side, the same. And then here is the side mount bolts. These are 17, 12 by 125 as well, I believe. Here are my washers. There's 8 in here. I just have it taped up for now because that's how I plan to run it, so I don't lose the washers, because these washers are loose like this. So that is for transmission, front mount, and then side mount. Alright, I have cranked it a few times. Engine is up just slightly, and that's pretty big. And since this is about like 3/8 of an inch, slide that right under, kind of line it up with the hole, and for every other set of washers, find this other piece. It might be a little harder to get into. Hopefully I don't drop my washers. There you go. That's my washers right there. Okay, I got some thread locker, red thread locker. I'm just gonna try and slot this through. There you go, it's on the washers. Oops, you guys couldn't see, but it's through with the washers. Just gotta find the hole now. Somewhere. There we go. Okay, it is through. This one has some thread locker as well. It's gonna be a little harder for this one. There we go. And there we go. I have the front two in right now. I am working on this rear one. If you can see, there we go. All I'm doing is just put in the washers underneath, raise the motor enough, and then slide the washers underneath, align it with the hole, kind of just slot it in until you feel it go in. This one didn't catch studs yet. Just keep trying. There you go. Should be in. Pulling on it to try to get out. It's not coming out. Once you have taken out most of the bolts, it's pretty much just straightforward, and you just slap the washers underneath the mount, and then kind of just screw the bolt back in, and it should just fit like OEM. You might have a bit of a struggle trying to fix some of this back. Like this side didn't align right. My transmission didn't really align correctly, so it's kind of a pain, very, very long. This one was also a pain. This one went in just fine, but since it's lifted, there's just alignment issues. But otherwise, they're all bolted in, so motor is raised and everything, so we're good. We're good to go. So here is how the motor is looking. Here's my oil pan. Here's like subframe. For example, jack is dropped, so that's pretty high. This is like an inch and a half maybe, even at the lowest point right there. And here's a view from the front. My undercarriage is hanging, so ignore that. But this is pretty high. It's hard to see. You can't see oil pan from the front. So there's your motor lift. Alright, thank you guys for watching my tutorial for a motor lift on my K24 Z3 on my 2nd gen TSX, and it's actually pretty nice. I got a raised motor, and my other primary reason why I did a raised motor is to reduce the aggressiveness of that axle. And I'll probably like pop up a picture of a before and a after of how my axle looked before the motor raised and after the motor raised. And once again, just thank you guys for paying attention.